Hello friends, this video is about the case State of Punjab versus Nokia India Private Limited. This ruling was pronounced by the Honorable Supreme Court. The issue involved in this case was whether the charger that we get with the mobile phone is treated as an accessory or is it an integral part of the mobile phone itself. If the charger is treated as an integral part of the mobile phone, then the concessional rate of duty which is applicable to the mobile phone can be made applicable to the charger also. But on the other hand, if charger is just treated as an accessory, then it will be taxable at a separate rate of duty. In this case, the assessee Nokia India Private Limited classified the charger as an integral part of the mobile phone. The assessee's contention was, one cannot operate a mobile phone without a charger. Further, the company has given the charger free of cost with the mobile phone in a composite package. So, as per assessee, the charger is a part of the mobile phone and whatever concessional rate of duty that was applicable to the mobile phones was also applied to the charger. However, the assessee said, if chargers were sold separately, in such case, concessional rate was not applied. On the other hand, department contended that a charger can never be a part of the mobile phone. It is merely an accessory and therefore the concessional rate of tax which is applicable to a mobile phone cannot be made applicable to the charger. Having heard the contentions of both the parties, Supreme Court made the following observations. As per the assessee's view, a charger was treated as an integral part of the mobile phone. And if that is the case, no one could have operated a mobile phone without a charger. Of course, a charger is necessary for recharging the battery. But every time you operate a mobile phone, for its operation, a charger is not required. Further, a cell phone can also be charged by other means like laptop. Further, the Supreme Court also considered the information which was available on assessee's website. As per Nokia's website, the charger was under the category accessory. So, the Supreme Court held that if assessee's website shows it as an accessory, even under common parlance, it should be treated as an accessory only. After hearing the assessee, it was evident that a particular model of Nokia made charger was compatible with many models of Nokia phones. And also, many models of Nokia made chargers were compatible with a particular model of a Nokia phone. The Supreme Court also made a reference to the general rules of interpretation of the first schedule of the Customs Tariff Act 1975. In the general rules of interpretation, Rule 3B was about mixtures and composite goods. As per this rule, mixtures and composite goods should be classified as if they consisted of a material or component which gives them their essential character. We will discuss this rule with the help of few examples. Let us take example number 1. We have various mixtures of gold. We have gold available in 18 karat form, 22 karat form, 24 karat form. If you take 24 karat gold, it's a pure form of gold. Almost 99.9% of it is gold. But on the other hand, if you look at 22 karat, here the gold component is only 91% and the balance 9% will have mixtures of silver, copper, etc. But whatever may be the mixture of gold, whether it is 18 karat, 22 karat or 24 karat, the material which gives them the essential character, that is gold. So, whether it is a mixture of 18 karat or 22 karat or 24 karat for that matter, we will call that as gold itself. Let us take another example. Suppose we have a lead pencil with an eraser attached at the back. This composite good will still be treated as a pencil itself. So, this rule is based on essential character principle. However, the Supreme Court held that this rule 3B is not applicable in the case of the assessee, because in the case of Nokia India Private Limited, they were not dealing with a composite good, but they had a composite package where mobile phone was put separately and charger was also put in the box separately. So, it was just a composite package and it was not a composite good, and therefore the rule 3B cannot be applied in this particular case. Finally, the Supreme Court gave the decision and it was in the favor of revenue. Supreme Court held that a charger is just an accessory to the mobile phone and it is not an integral part of the mobile phone. And in this case, both charger and mobile phone were made available to the assessee just as a composite package. But there was a possibility to sell these products independently. A question arises, sir, why is the state of Punjab involved here? Actually, this judgment was rendered in the context of VAT laws, that is value added tax. But the principle of classification with respect to the charger and mobile phone holds good even in customs law. That is the reason this has been included in the select case laws or significant case studies in our study material.